Jasmine, do you have any plans for the weekend? Asked Mark. No, I don't have any. Really? I thought you maybe were doing something with Fate this weekend. Well, I did ask her, but she has some other plans for the weekend, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to do something. Oh, that's a bummer. So, do you maybe want to do something with me this weekend? Just the two of us, as we used to do before? Sure. Did you have something in mind? How about we, well, go to the arcade? I mean, I don't know a while since we've been there together. Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good idea. We haven't been there, and you know much I like the arcade games. Oh yeah, pretty much. We should probably hurry to for our classes as we don't get late or something like that. Yeah, I will see you at lunch. Sure thing. Mark and Jasmine have been best friends since preschool. They actually lived next to each other for the entire childhood. In fact, sometimes Jasmine even called Mark as her brother, even though they are the same age, but they are really close. And the fate that Mark asked about was actually Jasmine's girlfriend. Jasmine and Faith have been dating since the first year of high school. But it wasn't until like after 6 months that they've been knowing each other when Jasmine asked Faith out. At first, Jasmine was a bit shy to even ask her, but thanks to Mark's encouragement, she did. And to her amazement, Faith actually had a bit of crush on Jasmine, and when Jasmine asked her, she was thrilled. So ever since then, they had actually been happy to be dating. Around lunchtime, Jasmine was sitting by their usual table, waiting for Faith and Mark to show up, when suddenly she heard a voice. Hey, Jasmine. Oh, hey, Faith. Faith sat down next to her. So, how your first class been? You know, the same. Oh, by the way, have you heard? Heard of what? There's a new girl being transferred here. Oh, really? No, I never heard of it. Have you met her? Actually, yeah. I had the first math class with her this morning. Oh, what's her name? Her name is Gina. Oh, really? Yeah, and she's actually new to this town as well. Oh, well, that's new. Yeah. Do you know something about her? I mean, why the reason she was transferred? Yeah, actually, it was due to her dad's being transferred to new part of the company from do this on promotion. Oh, well, that's great. Yeah. So she moved here, and well, that's all I know. Well, it's good to know something about her. Hey guys. Oh, hey Mark. Oh, who's this? Oh, this is Gina. She is new here. So, I thought maybe she would like to meet you guys. Oh, so this is the new girl. Wait, have you met her? Jasmine? No, I haven't. But Faith has. She just told me about her. Well, Gina, you're always welcome to sit with us. Thanks, said Gina with a big smile and sat next down to Mark. They started talking and just having a good conversation. So, how do you think about the school so far? Asked Jasmine with a smile. Oh, it reminds me of my old school. Oh, really? Yeah, the same. Same type of teachers, types of group of people. It's not much any difference. Well, it's always a good thing to learn about new people. Yeah, it is. So, I heard that you and Faith are dating. Is that true? Yep, it is. You've been dating since the first year of high school. Wow, that long? Yep. Well, it's interesting. Why? Is that something to bother you? What? No, 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 no. I mean, Not often you meet people so soon, you know? I mean, I don't mind that kind of things. Oh, well, that's a good thing to hear. The rest of the school day actually went quite well. Jasmine actually talked to Mark on the way home since they actually drove in his car back home. So, what do you think about Gina, Mark? Well, she seems to be a very outgoing person. Like you? Hmm, I'm not, well, I cannot deny that. It's something about her that I can't put my finger on. What do you mean? Something bad? No, 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 not like that. She's, very, well, she said, like you said, she's very outgoing and interesting person. I can say that much. It's just, I mean, she's pretty new, so you probably don't know much about her. Is that right? Or do you like her? Do you? Well, I mean, I don't deny that. It's just, I wouldn't even ask her out right away, you know. I just prefer to get to know her first, and, like me and Fate, pretty much. I mean, just don't want to rush her into some things and that she doesn't even like me the same way and make it awkward, something like that. But I promised myself to introduce her to some other friends and help her to build up some friendships with other people. That's actually not a bad idea, right? So, about the weekend, yeah? It's okay if I invite Gina. Sure, I mean, it's always a good thing to show her around. You know, how about we actually go to the arcade and show her around the town? The different places. You know what? That's not a bad idea. So the next day at school, Mark asked Gina about it. She was thrilled, and she, in fact, really liked the whole idea of that. So when the weekend came, Mark picked up Jasmine by her house since they lived next door to each other, and they actually went to Gina's house and picked her up. They first went to the arcade and just had a great time. Played some games, small talk, and it was pretty good and was going well. And after they just showed around, there were a few things when Gina actually admitted to Jasmine that she was also bisexual. Oh wow, really? Have you ever been with a girl? I mean, dating a girl before? Just Gina said that she did once dated a girl back in her old school for only a short time, but that was not the reason why they broken up. It just she didn't feel much in love with her anymore, the girl that she was dating. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, I did like her, but if she didn't like me anymore and wanted to end things, I mean, I wouldn't mind. So, yeah. So, the rest of that weekend, it went perfect well. Gina actually became really good friends with Mark, Faith, and Jasmine. And this friendship seems to be going stronger and stronger, but at some point between that, something would happen. Because one day, when Faith was just alone by her locker, when she suddenly heard a voice. Hey, Faith. Oh, hey, Gina. How are you doing? Doing well. I want to ask you something. Yeah? Do you love Jasmine that much? Yeah, why? Well, well, how about if you were to date some girl, some other girl? I mean, ask me a rhetorical question. Hmm, if I didn't date Jasmine, yeah, probably. Is there any particular girl you like would do? Hmm, I don't know though. I never thought much about it. Would you maybe date Mark? Mark? Mm, I mean, maybe. I mean, he's a good friend of us, so I mean, if it was a girl, if it was a guy, maybe Mark. I mean, maybe. And he knows that I would probably be dating him. But if it was a girl, yeah, I mean, maybe someone like you, or I mean, very outgoing personality. I mean, oh, then suddenly Jasmine, fate got surprised when Gina, all the out of blue, was like, how about you leave Jasmine and be with me? She was stunned. Why? I mean, I've been dating Jasmine for since the first year of high school. Yeah, I mean, aren't I pretty in her? You are pretty. I cannot deny that, but just, I don't feel any attraction between us. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry about that. No, it's fine. I get it. And after that, the conversation between Gina and Faith started getting a bit awkward. So Faith decided to leave. And that was not the end of it, because only a couple of days later, Gina walked up to Jasmine by her locker. Hey, Jasmine. Oh, hey, Gina. So, you may not heard this, but Faith actually confessed her feelings for me. She did? No, she didn't even tell me. Well, maybe she didn't do it when, since, she want to hurt your feelings. I mean, if she do, I mean, wouldn't it be right to just tell me and end things perfectly though? Just rather been doing this? Yeah, probably. Oh, by the way, don't ask her about it since she might just deny it. You know? Okay. But instead of her asking Fate after school when she was on her way home with Mark, as usual. So, Mark, yeah, have you heard of anything different about Gina recently? Not as usual. Why? Well, it seems that Faith confessed her feelings for Gina. Say what? Are you kidding me? Faith telling Gina that she likes her when she's dating you? Yeah, that's kind of strange, isn't it? Wait, how did you even heard about that? Well, Gina told me her personally. Wait, she did? Yeah, and Gina told me not to even ask Faith about it. That's kind of strange, don't you think? Yeah, I mean, Gina and Faith had only known each other for just a couple of months now, and since we are about to finish high school, so I wonder, is there something wrong here? What if actually Faith is in love with her? Hmm, you know, you should probably still ask Faith, just to be clear about this, so that I don't have any wrong idea, said Mark. Jasmine knows that Mark usually is right about some bad things like this, so she did. That evening, when she was in bed, just she started calling Faith, which she answered right away. So this is the one I want to ask you, Faith, said she said on the video call. Yeah? Well, have you any feelings for any other person? Other me? Romantically? Romantically? No. What do you mean? Well, Gina was actually saying something that you have confessed to her. Faith went silent. So it is. No, it's not true at all, said Faith, shocked. Why did you assume I would confess my feelings for her when I'm dating you? Don't you trust me? Of course I do. But I understand. Wait, Wait, what? Asked Jasmine. Well, she did ask me a couple of days ago if I would date her. I mean, as a question like she did, if I was not longer with you. What did you say? Well, I mean, I said I probably would date someone like her, which, you know, who is very outgoing, like you. And maybe she assumed that I actually meant that, and that I was like confessing or something. You know, we probably should ask her together. But even though she did tell you not to ask me about this, did she? Yeah, it's pretty much. But even Mark said this was kind of a bit strange, so he did tell me to ask you. Hmm, you know, we probably should ask her directly tomorrow. Yeah, it's probably for the best. So the next day, as Mo- as Jasmine and Faith stood by Faith's locker, small talking, when suddenly Gina walked up and with a smile. Hey girls. Oh hey Gina, says Jasmine with a smile. So Gina, we want to ask you something. Sure. What is it? What is it? Did you tell Faith that she likes you? And did you tell her that I confessed to you? At first, Gina was taken aback by this. Well, yeah. I mean, didn't you? No. When you asked me if I like you or if I would be with you, I mean, as you said, that was a rhetorical question, so I give you a rhetorical answer. You know? I mean, I probably said I probably would date a girl like you, but I'm not. Didn't mean like I would date you right away. And I really don't know that much about you. You know? Gina started actually getting a bit panic, and she started to cry. I thought you liked me. I mean, Gina, I like you as a friend. I have been dating Jasmine for all this time, so why would I leave her? We with someone I barely know. And that made Gina cry, and she actually ran off. Oh, brother, what shall we do? Said Jasmine. I really don't know, said Faith. But then they heard a voice. Hey, girls. Mark! The right person we needed to talk to. Oh boy. What happened? Who died? No one died. I mean, it's just like my way to say what happened. Oh. Well, then, this what happened. And Faith explained. Oh boy. Well, how about this? I'll go talk to her. Are you sure this is a good idea? Trust me. What else can we do? True. So then Mark left. Around lunchtime, when they having lunch, Mark showed up with Gina, and Gina immediately apologized for assuming what Faith meant. But then, to the big surprise, well, I no won't be bothering you about this anymore. Oh? Yeah, well, I'm actually, Then went silent. What she is trying to say is, we're dating now. Both Faith and Jasmine went complete silent. Say what now? Said Jasmine. So you went to talk to her? Yep. And what happened? Well, let's say I did calm her down and try to convince her what she was first assumed was the wrong thing, but I asked her if she was be willing to maybe try dating me, and she said yes. So, well, we are going to our first date this weekend. So, hopefully, it might lead to something good. Isn't that right, Gina? She only nodded and said yes. So after that, Mark and Gina went to their own table, sat down, and Well, that was a complete turnaround, wasn't it? Said Jasmine with a smile. Yeah, you're telling me. I was expecting maybe something a lot worse. Worse? Yeah, I mean, like she would drop out of high school, or ask to be transferred to something new, or she probably would just avoid us as much. Hmm, that, that's true. But let's hope for the best that might even work out for Mark and Gina. Yeah, that sounds about a good idea. But after that, Mark and Gina actually went on their first date. It wasn't until their fifth date when Mark asked Gina to be his girlfriend, and she said yes. And Mark, he told Jasmine about it, and she was like, "You know what? It's actually about good time you did get something special, you too. Thanks. So, you like her that much?" "Yeah, I actually do. She is very outgoing, and I cannot deny she is very beautiful. She is truly remorseful what she tried to do there. She had no bad intentions. I know. She was only confused. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And sometime after this, they all finished high school. Mark and Gina, they actually went to college in a different town. Meanwhile, Faith and Jasmine decided not to go to college. They decided to work right away after high school. And after about 2 years, they actually managed to get enough money saved for their own apartment. And 2 more years later, they actually got an invitation for a wedding. It was Mark and Gina's wedding. And they accepted it. Gina was actually happy to see both Jasmine and Faith. And when Faith saw Jasmine in a long dress, in a blue dress, with her long brown hair, it made her really astonished and hoping to see them themselves getting married. But a year later, Faith and Jasmine had their own wedding, and they decided to have just a small wedding. Invited to some close friends and family. Of course, both Gina and Mark was also invited. And about a year later, they wanted to start a family, so they had asked Mark if for help. Gina didn't have no problem with it since Jasmine and Mark have been best friends for a long time. So Faith decided to be pregnant first. So Mark decided to be a donor, and Faith had a daughter which they named Bianca. And about 2 years later, Jasmine had a daughter with also for the help from Mark as a donor. She had a daughter which they named Jackie. Both Jasmine and Faith were happy to finally be married and have a family, even though they actually even allowed Mark to be present both for Bianca and Jackie's life. After all, they thought it was best to have their father also involved in this. And they were even not be more happier from this, though. Even after all this time, Faith and Jasmine were happy to have finally found their true love. And they were also happy for Mark and Gina, even after this misunderstanding back in high school was cleared up, and they were happy that Mark realized his feelings for Gina, and they was happy for that. And this is how Jasmine and Faith found a true love, got a big family together. The end.